Hi, so this is our allotment plot. It's all long, goes up that way, right to the back. As you can see, I'll take you that way in a minute. And all of that, but I've not done anything on that plot yet. This is our broad beans grown over here. They're broad beans, massive bush. I've got runner beans along the front growing. So they're growing up slowly, they're winding their way up slowly. I've got runner beans all along this side as well. I'll take you in through the middle. So what we've done, this is going to be a little mini flower bed I've got. It's a bit messy, I need to clear that up a little bit. This is methi for the minute, and I've got other things that will be growing in there, intermix. I'm trying to do intercropping. This is potatoes with peas around it, so potatoes in the middle and peas all the way around. That is just a very messy bed of garlic for the minute and old spinach. So green garlic and old spinach. So that's my peas. More flowers. Here I'm going to have leeks growing in there. And that is a bed of white onions in there. So if I come into the middle, I'll show you that bit first. So that there is going to be a cabbage bed surrounded by onions over there. And this side, right, so this is going to be, it's once again intercropping what I'm doing. So I've started off with methi on the side. I've got flowers in there, spring onions in there so far. Spring onion, but I've done it in bunches. And it's going to be mixed with a range of brassicas. Not sure which ones yet, maybe kaleets or not sure. Rhubarb growing there. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. It's going a bit yellow. I need to work out what's wrong with it. Maybe it needs nitrogen or something. Here, I don't know if you can see clearly. So this is a wide mix of everything. I've got spinach on the right hand side. I've got methi, coriander and calendula growing in the middle. And here it's going to be parsley and another herb growing alongside. The idea is to have all shade loving stuff all in one corner, so that when the runner beans grow up, my little fencing there, it'll look better. This is second early potatoes, a small little bed there. On the side of it in the middle there, so I've got natural bergamot, bergamot is it? No, sorry, borage. That's borage naturally growing there. This bed here, or 2 rows basically small, is main crop spuds, potatoes. And I've got the main crop spuds there again, as you can see. I'll take you there in a minute. That is last year's, it's gone a bit tall now like a tree, last year's chard growing. It leaves is still edible, so I'm not taking it out yet. And I've still got a bit of time before other things come in here. So yeah. I'll take you this way first. So this is red onions growing here, right the way around the borders. This is going to be a raised net area of all sorts. So for the minute, I've just got I'll tell you that way, small amounts of turnips and 2 spring onion bunches growing in there. Nothing in that bed for the minute, but it's a bit frosty at night, so I can't really put anything in yet for the minute. And that's the onions this side. Yeah, this is second crop potatoes growing there. So yeah, got another month to go before they're fully ready. I've just earthed them up again for the minute. That is peas. Don't know if you can see that. More peas growing here. So yeah. This is our Italian bed. So all types of different herbs: oregano, sage, mint, basil, curry leaves, lemon balm, and chamomile over there. Chamomile. That there is, so I'm trying to do the edging here as well. So that here is the cactus world I've got growing. Cactus. I love these flowers. Okay, so coming around this way, that's our glass house. Haven't got much in there for the minute, but we're getting there. That's a bed that's ready for main cabbage. So winter grown cabbage. It takes a long season. So that's one bed that's going to be. Another bed's going to be the new plot. I'll take you there in a minute. This is our strawberry bed, or fruit bed. So here are our strawberries. The runners are kind of taking all over the place. Surrounded by onions, and I've got that. It's a raspberry plant that we bought last year, and it's literally multiplied in 1 year. That is a jungle I've got, which I need to sort out shortly. Here I've got Indian vegetables growing. They're very small for the minute, as you can see. They'll grow. The whole bed's dedicated to that, and more green garlic. On the sides here I've got different types of flowers, so foxgloves, nasturtiums, stuff like that, and lavenders. I love lavenders. These are the French lavenders. Oh yeah. That is our raised little seating area, but it's also like a hotbed as well. And in the hotbed I've got I'll come around this way so you can see. I've got loads of carrot growing. Carrot intermixed with spring onions for the minute. There will be more stuff coming in there, but not just yet. The idea is to do it so that there's no soil showing. This is a new area that I worked on yesterday, so it's going to be the parsnip department. But I've intermixed it with Welsh onions, red spring onions, and white spring onions. So they're the red spring onions. See, red? And they're the white. They're all growing. That's the... Is it focusing? Yeah. Okay. That's the garlic department. So I've got white garlic there, porcelain. And I've got red garlic growing here. Never had red garlic before, so I'm not quite sure what that's going to be like. That's the jungle at the back that I still need to sort out. My seating area at the back. This is our giant ditch that we have personal access to. So I've trod a path in there, and it goes all the way up. And since we've got the new plot very recently, I need to create a longer pathway there so that I can use it. I planted these last year. I love them. They're beautiful. See? There's blue borage growing there. We've got blue and white on that side. These are nasturtiums coming out shortly. Yeah, this is going to be more runner beans here. But what's happened, unfortunately... Oh, my shadow's in the way. What's happened is, unfortunately, we put everything in. We had a month of really good weather, and then all of a sudden for the past 2 nights we had frost, and that kind of killed it. So that's what I meant by earthing up, so you pull up the soil. Okay, so box. So this is the other new department that we've got. It needs a lot of work. It'll happen slowly. It's more of a winter job, that, but I've kind of slightly spilt over to this side. This little walkway pathway I've got. These are flowers. This is a lavender bush. It smells gorgeous every time you walk past this. The idea is we walk through the pathway to our shed, and you pass this. That's my bathtub. I need to fill it up with more soil and compost and whatever, and then raise it up and grow things in there. I wanted to do carrots in there this year, but I think I'm going to miss the time slot on that. So that's the main crop of potatoes I was talking about. See? And on the sides here there will be I'm going to have marigolds and flowers and all sorts of different things, and possibly, I'm not sure yet because it does spill over quite a bit, but courgettes. But I'm thinking the courgettes need to go onto the main site. I'm not sure yet. This here is another area that I started working on for winter cabbage, maybe, not sure. It still needs to be turned over at least several times. We'll get there. Yeah, so the plan of this entire place has been built. It's not been fully done properly yet though. And that is our composting department. So I've got 2 subsections in that. So the first lot is already in there doing whatever it needs to be doing. You see that? Composting. And it will break down, and as it breaks down I just have to turn it over. So to turn it over in about 2 months time, I move it all into that department. It gets air into it, which means that it then turns into compost. Yeah, and I've got the ground all covered with this for the minute. This plot is roughly the same size as the other one, just long looking, very overgrown, but that's okay, it'll happen slowly. Yeah, that's a little shed. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon.